Welcome, everybody, to XCW Unleashed. I'm your host, Matt Alder, otherwise known as THESTAIN, or my alter ego, Omni-Tomor. Now, before we begin this show, I'd like to address what's actually going on in the world, because it's very important, and it's a very important movement. Everyone at XCW, we support the Black Lives Matter movement and hope that the world and everyone can finally bring in change to a nation that has been overwhelmingly filled with injustice. I hope everyone will join me in giving their support to this great cause, but if you'd like to take a step further, I have links listed in our Discord page where you can donate to some fantastic organizations that directly reflect the change that everyone's looking for. So with that being said, I hope everyone's being safe out there, and let's continue with my guest for the night, who is none other than AaryTheOne. Ari, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. It's what even is today? Is today Tuesday? Yeah, today's Tuesday. I got 3 more weeks up here in Boston, and I'm gone. I'm out of Boston. I'm going back to New Orleans, and continuing on my Coast Guard career. So I wanted to. I know you're on the younger side of age. I'm not going to put your age out there, but I know you're younger. So with that being said, I wanted to get in your head first about what are your views, and what are you looking to do in life? You know, this XCW Unleashed is out of kayfabe, and I just sit down and talk with you guys to give everyone else the chance to see what you're all about. So what are your views in life, and what are you looking to do?
Before we start, I do want to just say, yeah, what Matt said earlier about the Black Lives Matter movement, could not have said it better myself. Something I donated to is the NAACP LDF. So if you guys want to donate there or anywhere else, or sign any of the petitions, it would be appreciated as we try to move forward.
Definitely, especially with the petitions for people who might not be old enough to donate.
Yeah.
Definitely, petitions help. I know everyone has social media now, so I mean, supporting this cause through social media, it's really progressed everything. Now that we're in an age of technology and social media really run everything, getting the right people to see what's happening, to know what's happening. So definitely show your support there too. So what were you saying, buddy?
So before that, I was just gonna say that I think in my life, I probably am gonna go to college, get a job somewhere, probably in project management,
Okay.
and then I'll live my life.
Wow, that's as easy as it comes.
Yeah. I'm not really too worried about it.
So I asked this to Flamey, and I plan on asking this to everyone that comes on here if this goes on long enough. But what is your XCW Mount Rushmore? 4 of the top influential and most dominant figures in XCW history that you know of.
I think Xavier would go on any list.
Yeah, I agree.
I think and this is a bit of a thing. I think Flamey, because I think Flamey is Xavier's perfect counter.
I see that they've had some great and really memorable battles over the years.
Alan, he's helped me a lot with making me better.
Yeah.
And then I'd say last, just because my history is a little more limited, I'm gonna say someone who I value a lot in getting me into XCW and getting me adjusted, probably Luke.
Okay, I can see that.
In terms of people I respect, I think Luke is definitely up there.
Okay. I know you picked up Lynn or Alan Hawk. That he's your mentor, right? Kind of the guy who shaped you.
Yeah, I will say everyone in XCW has some part in shaping me.
Contributed, right?
Right. But I think Alan's part was probably bigger than a lot.
Right.
So yeah, that would be a true statement.
Okay, so now I'm going to go into the Unleashed subcategory. Now, if I'm going to be reading these questions that are already on there, but if you guys still have questions, feel free during this whole time to post them in there, and I'll definitely get to all of them that I find relevant or that it's not like repetitive. So this one comes from Emilio. He wants to know where your plan is going on from here. He says you lost your title and to some effect even what respect you earned as the American X title holder.
First of all, I see the question. I also see what he says. How does it feel like to be one of the many who never defeat? I just want to say I did beat Emilio before LMS, and if you do recall, I did also throw him into a trash can. And the reason he's not the American X champion after getting the last spot is because yours truly. Anyways, I'm not going to be more petty about that.
I mean, it's just a meme. It's just a meme.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting journey. I think now that I've lost the title, I get to work a little bit more freely.
Right.
I don't feel that pressure of putting on matches and defending my title. It's fun. I definitely think that my name will be synonymous with the American X title just because I was the first person in the new era. I think I've done well with it.
I think your name is definitely tied to it from what I've seen, and I definitely didn't expect you to lose at Doomsday. I thought you were going to come out as the American X champion and continue your reign. But that's the thing about XCW. You never know what's going to happen. I mean, you really don't.
I think it's one of those things where maybe I need to take the longer to get my title back, but I'm not worried that I won't. But I'm more so just focused on always trying to entertain like my matches. I try to make them entertaining. I think if you have a mindset that's just win win win, you get kind of stale and you get kind of bored fast.
And that's one of the big things with XCW that I've seen versus other federations is the quality of matches we put on. The amount of time and effort we put into, I think I said this on my last podcast, the amount of effort and time we put into planning out storylines, and then the amount of effort the roster does for their matches is on another level than a lot of federations out there. Even in the top federation category, we just put out better content.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so he also wants you to explain the relationship with Cayman and the Church of Anarchy.
I think to explain my relationship with Cayman, I think more so it ties in with my relationship with Alan. So you pointed out earlier correctly that he's been my mentor. Right. He was my mentor, sorry, but we've had a lot of trials and tribulations. It's definitely been a bumpy road to that friendship that we're at now.
Right.
And what Cayman is kind of like a manifestation of like what anarchy is. He follows anarchy, he preaches anarchy, and I'm kind of the aftermath of anarchy. I eventually rejected that path. I went on my own thing and I started winning. And I think for my relationship has always been with Cayman has just been Cayman is trying to drag me back into who anarchy saw me as becoming. And I'm trying to move forward into who I see myself as.
And now, with the reintroduction of anarchy and his cult following him, you have not anarchy to worry about, but you have Cayman and the two angels that follow.
I don't worry much. I know that when it comes down to it, I can compete with just about anyone I need to.
Right.
I can get attacked. I've gotten used to it. But I know when it comes down to it, in the ring, I can definitely put pressure on a wrestler. Like I was up 4-1 against Allen, and I think if I push the throttle and I don't let go, I think I can beat him, get my title back, and that should be that.
Absolutely. Now with Cayman and the Church of Anarchy as well, I'm also tied in with these group of people. So way back in 2014. Cayman debuted XCW as this mysterious figure. Nobody knew who he was, and it got to the point where this was back when I was like, oh man, what was that? 6 years ago? I had to be like 15 or something. I was still young. I was still a teenager. I came out and as I was still an XCW legend at that point. I was very new as like a legend or a Hall of Famer. I've been there for around 3 years, and so I did not like what Cayman was doing, and so this all happened at shows and in the old XCW Nation website we had. We had a bunch of forums, and we all responded to each other, kind of like it was basically a Facebook, and so I absolutely using my status buried Cayman and stopped what he was doing to a point. And Cayman went away, a big reason was because of me. Now that I know he'd come back with this, no, absolutely not. I thought he would be gone forever. Um, did I think he would come after me? No. So I understand where you're coming from in the sense of this is your past. Your past is catching back up to you. And I'll get off that topic because we could talk all day about King and the Church of Anarchy. So Flamey's asking, what's your honest opinion on the reign as American X Champion? Did you enjoy it? And list any negative to takeaways you might have.
I think I enjoyed it because once I won at LMS, it forced me to shape up really fast. Because at that time, I was still trying to figuring out the kinks of what I want it to be. But once I won at LMS, that pressure immediately became, all right, I have to figure it out now. I think because of that, I was able to really hone out who I wanted to be.
Right.
So, it's one of those things where I love the pressure that it put on me. But at the same time, I think the biggest downside is that everybody wants to be a champion, but I don't think everybody knows what to do with the title.
I agree with that.
I think that if your mindset is just I want to be a champion and you don't think what do you want to do after, I don't think you'll have a good title. I tried to make my center around trying to put on entertaining matches, trying to be myself, because I don't think there's a truly like an explored gimmick where you're just you. That's what I wanted to try and cultivate. I just want to be me, and
yeah, I agree.
I thought it worked well.
There are title holders and there are champions. You have to have something that drives you to be that champion. Like you said, you have your wanting to put on entertaining matches, which is great, which is what you've done. You've been in multiple 5-star matches here since XCW returned, and I think you've been a great American X title, like you said, champion. Like you said, you were kind of tied with the American X champion at this point, kind of like how Mario is tied in with Bloodmaster, or really Flamey's tied in with the World Heavyweight Champion. Those are just people, when you think about that title, those are just the first people that come to mind.
Yeah, for sure.
So Mario asks, what's your opinion on the rest of the Synergy division?
You probably have to go person by person for something like that. If you ask me in person, I'll tell you what I think.
What about as a whole? How do you feel the talent is?
I think there's still a talent gap where you get your premier guys, which I consider myself, even if that's like a little bit like arrogant, I consider myself probably one of the upper echelon people. I think once you reach that, like the fall, it's pretty weird how it can go from like Mario to Rylan Hunt. It's interesting how like deep that fall is. I think the talent that there's really talented guys, and then there's I'm not trying to dig on Rylan. I don't think he's bad. I just don't think he's
at that level.
He's not as entertaining as he could be.
Yeah, and like it's a lot of it has to do with this DB Tech and Takedown being a newer fighting style. Not a lot of people have been introduced to it really. Clean has really been all of pro wrestling ever since it started. And at least whenever I came back to XCW, that's when I first saw Takedown and DB Tech and all this ways to make new and entertaining matches. So it's like you said, it's a big learning gap and a big gap between those premier Synergy people and people who still need work.
I don't think it's hard to be good at DB Tech. I think it's hard to be entertaining at DB Tech, which is where I find that gap a lot. Because anyone can win matches, but I feel like if you can entertain, if you can make someone say, well, that match was the best one, you leave your name in their mind.
Yeah.
So that's what I want from the whole of the roster.
All right. Angel of Bedlam wants to know the 5 top XCW wrestlers in this era. And then Emilio takes it to another level and asks for the top 5 in Clean and then the top 5 in Synergy.
I'll start with Synergy because that's my thing. I don't even know if I can do top 5 in Clean. I'll try though. But Synergy, I'll put my name there. I'll put Emilio's name there. I say me and Sharky have had some really good matches, so I'll throw him in there.
And this is in no particular order, right?
Yeah, no order. Okay. Mario, no matter what, like, I know people criticize Mario, but he's a winner. he's had a pretty lengthy title reign, and I think he's getting to that point where his talent is being caught up by his ability to be entertaining. So I'll put Mario on there as well, and then I think fifth I'll go Vertel.
Okay, I think I agree on the Vertel level because he has stepped up so much in his ability, in clean and in synergy, not just in synergy. So go ahead with your top 5 in clean.
Top 5 in clean. I mean, Luke's the world champion, so you got to put him there. I'm not, Adrian. Obviously, he's got to be there.
Oh yeah.
I'll go Altair. I'll go Altair and Flamey as 3rd and 4th in no order, but I'd go both of them. And then 5th, honestly, I'm not sure because there could be a couple of guys to take that position. Yep. So 5th, I'll leave 5th up to be TBD for now.
Okay, you just leave it open for maybe a new up and comer coming up. Maybe
if someone wants to be my 5th favorite, it'll become my 5th favorite.
So Austin wants to know. I think this kind of piggybacked off of I think Flamey's question, but do you have any regrets during your American X title reign?
I think that how unprepared I was when I started. I didn't expect to win at LMS. I think most people's expectations were that Emilio was going to win. When I realized I had a good shot to win, and I did, I think I realized I did not prepare for what would happen if. Because it's one of those things where it's such a deep match where if you can survive that much, you're not really thinking about that. You're just trying to go compete.
Right.
So I had to talk to Xavier. I had to talk to you. I had to talk to. I had to talk a lot to figure out. All right, here's what I'm gonna do because I wanted to be more than just a title holder. I wanted to be a true champion. I wanted since I was gonna be the first American X champ of the new era. I wanted to make sure it was a good one.
And with that, how long did you hold the title?
Over 120 days. So
that's a lengthy title reign. I mean, same with Emilio, or Emilio is further, and same with Mario. But you three kept all of the Synergy Division titles for longer than 100. What'd you say? 120 days?
Yeah, only 120.
Yeah, it's very impressive. So Mario's asking what your opinions are on the regime and their recent actions.
I can't hear anything.
That's okay. I was telling you that Mario had questions.
I couldn't hear anything.
Mario had questions on what do you think about the regime and the recent actions?
It's fine. I mean, it's not fine. They hung some people. They hung you. It's definitely a developing situation where you want to stay away from them, but I'm a fighter, so I'll walk into the shitstorm. I won't run away from it.
So what would you do, or how would you try to combat it if they came after you?
I mean, if they came after me,
what could you do? What could you do?
If they come after you, I don't know if there's much you can do. I think your best shot is to take the first jump before they can.
Yeah.
If I get them in a match, that's different. If I get them in a match, I can do what I gotta do. But,
Angel of Bedlam wants to know what's your opinion on the most disgusting thing on Earth? Geese.
I don't know. I'm just not.
Look, just why? All birds. What the hell? Why?
Well, I'm not a bird guy.
Not a bird guy.
Oh.
All right. So Austin wants to know what your honorable mentions would be for best clean and synergy wrestlers.
Honorable mentions for synergy. See, synergy is one of those I don't even know if I would say some honorable mention for synergy. That's my that's the talent gap thing I was talking about. I don't know honorable. I mean, I guess Sinew. He can rock it.
Yeah, he's up and coming.
Justin before he died, he could wield his hand and take down.
R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P. of course, but he could wield his hand. He did all right.
Yeah.
But I don't really know. I mean, Luke is pretty good at takedown if you get him in it. He did win an LMS himself, so
yeah,
he's won 2 actually, so he's got some salt in the game.
he's got some major heat to back up and stuff.
Oh, and someone I forgot, VIP. He's pretty good.
He's the best on mobile. The king of mobile.
He is the best on mobile. Yeah, that's his thing.
All right, so who do you got? Who do you got for clean?
I think Austin. We don't say enough. Austin can compete in clean.
I think
He had a pretty good victory at Doomsday. Go on.
I think I've seen Austin a lot in the gym training center, and he's gotten significantly better from what I've seen over the past couple of months.
Austin can surprise you with how good he is, but then he
Yeah.
can also surprise you with how much he struggles at times.
I can see that.
I think if you have Austin at your best, he's a pretty hard guy to beat.
Yeah.
If you got him at his best.
Who else do you got?
Sam AL, I didn't say his name, but he's got, he's a pretty good.
He can surprise you too. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Giordano, he's pretty good. I think I'd say you, because I think you're a good clean wrestler, but I don't know if you were top 5 talent wise.
Yeah, I don't try to be. That's past. I'm past all of the.
I still think you can hold it down, though. I'm not saying you can't. I still think you can hold it down.
Wow, that's all the questions we got through on Unleashed. I got a couple more for you, from my old noggin. But what do you see in XCW you think that could change, or what would you want to change? Like, do you have anything that you think could be better here?
I wish young guys would stop trying to ask for matches all the time and instead try to be entertaining with the matches that they get.
I think that's with this generation of new pro wrestlers that are coming in. It's all speed. Like, they all want it instantly. You know what I mean? I think go ahead.
My thing is like, I don't care what you did in some other fed. I want to know what you're gonna do here.
Right.
I don't care if you were a champion. It doesn't bother me.
Right.
I want to know what are you gonna do in XCW that sets you apart.
Right. I think you, me, and Lynn might have talked about this one time. But the slow burn, it just tastes so much better than when you brush it.
Yeah.
And you just try to get it out there.
Spent 4 years making to the point where when I came, I think it took me like 3-4 years to get to that main event level.
Right.
And I feel like once you spend so much time, you don't want to let go. And I'm definitely not about to drop my main event status soon. So.
Right. Well, I just want to say I haven't known you for too long. I've known you since we've come back, really. But from what I heard about your past and everything, I just want to say that you've come up to be that main event status, and you've come up to be a pillar within XCW, really holding down the Synergy division and making sure it is the best division in really all of pro wrestling. So I just want to say, as a co-owner, I'm proud of the job you've done here, and the job you've done in Synergy for Synergy.
I will say, I want to get to the point where I don't feel like it has to be 4 people carrying the division.
Right.
I want more people to step up, for sure.
And
I think that there's a lot of potential, but if you can have more guys step up, then I would be fine giving the spotlight up to people younger who could step up.
I agree. I think with the other 4 people you mentioned, because I think we all know who it is, but with the other people you mentioned, we just don't have, like you said, that talent gap.
Yeah.
And it really sitting on your shoulders right now. It's not to say that it will be like that, because Synergy, I think, even with you 4 being the pillars, are still the best division in all of pro wrestling, the most entertaining. So I just think it's over time that we have to have these new guys really understand the importance of the division and how great it could be. Well, that's all I got for you, buddy. Thank you for coming here with me and talking to me. I know a lot of people are trying to get in as well. Just sit down and have a discussion, but I appreciate you taking the time to do this.
Of course, anytime for you.
And that's going to be it, everybody. This is going to be up on YouTube in a couple of days, if not tomorrow. So we took a hiatus for this and bringing the scale. They're both coming back, but with the recent events going on, and I'm also moving, so we decided to just stop for a minute. But they are coming back, and it'll be in like a regular weekly thing. So thank you, everybody. That's all I got for you.
Wait, before you go,
Yeah,
I do want to reiterate one more thing.
Yeah.
What we said in the beginning. For real, make sure you guys, on social media and all, make sure you guys, show your support and just try and stay safe, honestly.
Yep. All right. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.